Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today we are going to be making my version of chicken Alfredo. First we are going to need, I have a mixture of cheese. I have Asiago, Fontina, Parmesan, and provolone, but you can just use plain Parmesan cheese. I have garlic, cream cheese, bow tie pasta. That's the pasta that my kids like, but you can use fettuccine or whichever pasta of your choice. I have some unsalted butter, some chicken broth powder, onion powder, Tuscan seasoning. I have some white wine, some extra virgin olive oil, some seasoning salt, black pepper, heavy whipping cream, garlic powder, and I have some little chicken tenders. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so we have our chicken tenders washed and ready to season. I'm going to season them with some seasoned salt, garlic powder, some onion powder, some black pepper. Let me see if I have one open. Alright, so some black pepper and some Tuscan seasoning. So I'm just going to give this a quick, just toss it up so it's seasoned evenly. And again, you can use whatever seasoning that you would like. So actually, let me wash my hands and I'll be right back. Okay, so let's put some oil in here. And a little bit of butter. And once that has melted, we are going to add our chicken. And we already have our water boiling as well. So we have that, and I'm going to dispose of this plate and wash my hands again, and I'll be right back. So to our water that is boiling, we are going to add some chicken bouillon. And I just sprinkle a little bit into the water. So maybe about 1/4 of a cup, maybe even a little less, 1/3 of a cup. Then I'm gonna get a spoon and just mix that together. Our water is almost boiling, so just a few more minutes with that. And we are going to come back when it's time for me to flip the chicken so I can let you guys see. We're looking for a nice golden brown color, also a little crust on it. So I would say these tenders about maybe 4 minutes on each side, and then your chicken should be done. So I'll be back when it's time to flip them. Okay, we're gonna give them a nice flip. So yeah, this golden brown color is what we're looking for. Then we're going to add our pasta to the boiling water now. And again, that is 1 pound of whichever pasta you would like. We like bow tie, so that's what we're going to use today. All right, and give that a quick stir. So I am going to let my pasta cook for about 7 minutes, 7 to 8 minutes. And then I'm going to come back when I have the chicken all done, and then we'll start the sauce. All right, so this is the chicken that has completely finished cooking, and I'm just going to set this aside. And then we are going to get started on our Alfredo sauce. We're going to use that same skillet, drippings from the chicken and all, and we are going to use a 1/2 stick of butter. And then into the butter, we are going to add a nice squeeze of garlic. And our pasta is just about almost ready. All right, and then to that, we are going to add about 1/4 cup of some white wine. And this is Holland House white cooking wine. And we just, and once you see the bubbles dissolved, then you know all the alcohol has cooked off. It's not going to have an alcohol taste to it, just a nice flavor. So we're going to let that simmer, and I'm going to drain the pasta, and I'll be right back. All right, so I have the drained noodles here, and I'm just letting them sit in the skillet, in the pot. We're going to get back to our sauce. So we're just finished letting this cook out. And to this, we are going to add our cream cheese. And I'm going to use about, I want to say 1/2 of the container. So 4 ounces of cream cheese. And we're gonna just let this melt into the butter. Let this melt into the butter. And a quick tip, if you have your cream cheese softened, it's much faster and easier. So we're going to get this all mixed in here. All right. And while that is melting, I will go ahead and season it up. We're going to use some onion powder. I'm going to use some black pepper. I'm going to use some garlic powder. A little Tuscan seasoning again. And just a little bit of seasoning salt, just a tad. Right. And stir that in. get that all combined. Alright, and now that that is all melted, I am going to add a pint of heavy whipping cream. Straight into the sauce. And we're going to stir that in and let that come to a nice simmer before we get to adding our cheese. So just keep stirring it. And once the sauce thickens up, I'll be back to show you what it should look like and then finish the sauce off. So it took about 6 minutes for it to get to this consistency, and you see that it's all had come together now. And I'm just stirring to get any little lumps that I may see, but it's pretty much looks good to go. And then the cheese, I'm not going to use the whole container of cheese, more like just maybe half of this, and this is a 5 ounce, so 2.5 ounces of cheese. And I'm just gonna do one, a little sprinkle. So pretty. Let me do a little bit more. So yeah, half of the container, as you can see. And then we're just going to mix this in. And at this point, we are going to cut the heat off completely. And once I see that it is all melted, this is what it will look like. All right, and I am going to add the pasta right into the hot sauce. Right into the hot sauce. And I am just going to mix it all in. Now, once you're done mixing the sauce in with the pasta, you can add your chicken at this time, but my children like for me to slice their chicken up and put it on top, so they don't like it mixed through. But again, it's totally up to you, and you can either add the chicken in and then top the whole pot with some cheese, or you can just do it as I do and make individual plates, chop the chicken and put it on top with extra cheese. So I'm gonna get it plated up and I'll show you our finished plate. All right guys, this is the finished plate. All I did was top it with some additional cheese and some parsley. So go ahead and like this video, subscribe, click the notification bell, and thanks for watching. We'll see you in our next video.